What's up guys, Game Nut here, and welcome back to some more Madden 16 Ultimate Team. Today for you guys, I have 2 more gameplays lined up into one episode as we are trying to push forward and make it into the playoffs. We are currently 3-2 on the season, and we need to win our next 2 games in order to get that playoff berth. But you guys already know, we're going to try and push forward and hopefully get that first round bye. And in order to do that, we have to be perfect for the rest of the season and win all 5 of our next games. Now, starting things off though, same old, same old. We're opening up our 3 free pro packs that we get every single week, and in our second pack here, we get an old Rising Star. I know this stuff is a little bit old, you guys. I apologize. It's taken me a while to upload an episode, but we get a Shaq Thompson. At the time, that was actually a pretty good pull. We sold for a little bit more than the price of a pro pack, so I'm happy about getting that pack, or getting that player out of that pack. Now, as we move forward, just a quick little side note to show you guys. DJ Fluker, you can see I bought him for 15,000 coins, but he actually goes for about 80, maybe 90,000 coins at time, and why in the world would I be buying a card that goes for that much as well as an elite badge? Well, I'm sure you guys can already see by now, looking at your screens, we went ahead and completed yet another captain set, and this one was for the San Diego Chargers, and we got ourselves the captain edition 90 overall of Keenan Allen. And this guy is an absolute beast. Looking at his stats, 89 speed, a 95 catch, 92 spec catch, 96 route running, a 97 catch in traffic. I mean, we had the basic gold standard edition of Keenan Allen, the 83 overall, so why not go ahead, complete his set, and get the new captain edition of Keenan Allen. And it took me a while to complete this set because I was trying to find all of the cards for a good price, or like a cheap price, just basically trying to bid on them, and I was finally able to do so. You guys can see the DJ Fluker got him for 15,000 coins, so you guys can see my lineup. Nothing has changed except for, of course, Keenan Allen on the offense, the new #1 overall wide receiver on our team. And like I said earlier in the episode, we're currently 3-2. We need to win our next 2 games in order to make it into the playoffs. But going in here into our first gameplay of the day, you guys can see my opponent's team really wasn't that crazy. He didn't have any elite players whatsoever. He had a bunch of the BCA edition cards on his team, so let's go ahead and see what my opponent is made of. We're starting things off here with the ball in the start of this game. Russell Wilson is going to step back. I could see my opponent bringing the safeties up, so I knew I had to go with the passing play. And we found Travis Kelce right out of the gate for a 22-yard reception. So now we got to feed Arian Foster, get the run game going. He's spinning around his offensive lineman, trying to pick up more yardage, as he only picks up, I think, about 4 yards on that carry. But later on a 3rd and 5, we're going to Kendall Wright. And let me tell you guys, for only an 82 overall gold card, this dude is an absolute stud. You guys need to go pick him up. I'm sure he's not more than 1,000, maybe 2,000 coins. And this guy plays like an absolute monster. Now, you guys can see right there, I throw a disgusting interception. Now, I mean, that's partially to blame on Russell Wilson's awful accuracy, but also this game was pretty laggy as well. I've noticed that lately with the couple of games that I've played in Ultimate Team, is the connection is just getting worse and worse as I go on. But it's whatever. We have to deal with it. We can't complain. We can't take it back. We can't change it. So we just have to move forward and try and make up from that interception. Now, 1st and 10, my opponent, you can see, trucking down the field. His tight end is just breaking tackles, making guys miss, and he's starting to make some progress and going down the field. Now, on a 1st and 10, you can see he's going to the out route to his wide receiver, Kelvin Benjamin, and I don't know how that dude caught it. Acting like a 7-foot receiver out there, catching everything that comes his way. So on a 3rd and 7, he's going across the middle of the field, cannot connect with his wide receiver, so he is going to go ahead and take his 3 points and play this thing smart. So my opponent coming out of the gate, getting a turnover, and goes ahead and goes up 3-0 in this game. So on a 3rd and inches, I decided to go with the play that usually always works for me with Arian Foster, and it doesn't work. My opponent shut that down. So on a 4th and 3, I couldn't settle. I wasn't going to punt my opponent the ball. I had to go for it, and again, Russell Wilson, for some reason lately, his accuracy is just showing like it was with Peyton Manning. I don't know what is up, but you guys can see my opponent now, again, marching down the field with his team, getting close to scoring. You guys can see he's only on the 1-yard line. I should have had that interception there. I don't know why Kendrick did not put his hands up. That would have been an easy pick 6, and my opponent already is going up 10-0. So moving forward, we're in the 2nd quarter, 1:15 left in this game. We got to take a shot deep to see if we can get something going, and are you kidding me? Just overthrown to Keenan Allen. That would have been an easy touchdown. We would have been right back into this game, but on a 3rd and 11, we're going to go ahead, find Kendall Wright, get some crazy reception, and you know what? I'll take it because now it is a 4th and 1. Of course, you know I've got to go for it. I'm not giving the ball back to my opponent. I've got to try and get some points before we go into the 2nd half. We go with the play to Arian Foster once again, and this time, as you guys can see, it works out. Arian Foster carries it all the way down to the field, and I know you guys are probably wondering what in the world did I go out of bounds for. I was going to try and go ahead and take a little bit of time off of the clock, but that really didn't do anything. I just probably took another 3 seconds off the clock with just a fullback run, so it didn't matter anyway. You guys can see we're in the third quarter now. My opponent did not do anything with the remaining time that he had in the second quarter, but marching forward, my opponent, again, Kelvin Benjamin just doing something crazy, getting some stupid, ridiculous reception. So on a 4th and 10, my opponent is going with the screenplay. He looks like he has some good blockers, but I was there with Michael Kendricks, able to break free and stop my opponent, and we get a nice turnover on 4th down, and we're going to pick things up here and maybe be able to go out and get a take in the lead. But for some reason, my opponent takes his PlayStation and opens his window and he just drops it out. And I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, I shouldn't have had that win like that because my opponent was winning, but if they want to rage quit, or, you know, maybe something happened that he had to quit, I have no idea why. We get the win for it, I'll take it. I can't complain about it. But you guys can see we're moving right into our second gameplay here. We're playing against the Saints away, and my opponent has Tyrod Taylor in the backfield. And I already know whenever I see a Tyrod Taylor in the backfield, he is going to try and scramble on almost every single play. You guys can see he tried doing it right there. He ends up getting taken down for the sack, so it is a 3rd and 25. He's trying to shoot it deep, and thankfully he does not get some stupid, crazy reception. Now, on a 4th and 25, what in the world is happening? My opponent goes for a fake punt, and thankfully the punt returner, Devin McCluster, goes ahead and gets the interception. And you know what? I'll take it. So on a 3rd and 11, we're taking things off from about midfield here. We give it off to Keenan Allen, and again, my offense could not get anything going whatsoever. So we had to punt it yet again to my opponent. So we're still at a 0-0 game. My opponent, again, trying to run with Tyrod Taylor, but we are shutting that down. I know my opponent is going to try and scramble all over the place with this guy. You can see on a 3rd and 19, he's trying it once again. Throws it up, and Rolando McClain, of the backup linebacker, Butterfingers is what I'm going to call him from now on, because you guys, he was wide open, should have had that interception. And on a 4th and 19, my opponent again is going with a fake punt. He actually almost gets it that time. I got a little bit scared, and we pick things up here in even better field position. We're going with a screenplay to Keenan Allen, finally getting this guy going, our new addition to the team, and he takes that one in for the first touchdown of this game. He gets a nice juke move on the defender in front of him. Go ahead, give him a little bit of a dance, and we're going up 7-0 against my opponent, who just is just trying to do all crazy cheese against me. You know, he's running with Tyrod Taylor. He's going with fake punts on 4th and 25, and we come out after kicking it off to my opponent. Do you guys have an explanation for that? Like, what just happened? I don't even know. So, with Tyrod Taylor now, he tried scrambling, and we ended up getting him for the safety. So now we're up 9-0 into this game. We get the ball again, probably at about midfield. We're going, dropping back with Russell Wilson. We give it off to Dwayne Bowe, a missed tackle. Dwayne Bowe's going to go ahead and take it, and you guys can see my opponent is not trying anymore. He obviously would have gotten taken down there and not gotten the touchdown, but my opponent stopped, decided not to get the tackle, and we go up 16-0 now. But I'm sure as you guys can already tell, my opponent was done. He took his PlayStation, and that thing's out the window just like the last guy. So there we have it. We're in the playoffs. We got our 2 wins that we needed. We're 5-2 in the season. We have 3 games left. If we lose any of the next one, it's okay because we are in the playoffs. But you guys know we want to try and win those next 3 games to maybe try and skip that game into the playoffs and, you know, move a little bit further into the Super Bowl. But I went ahead, opened up a pro pack because, you know, my luck was kind of going in my favor. Thought we'd get somebody good. Turns out we didn't get anybody good whatsoever. But you guys just saw a quick glimpse of my lineup right there. I want you guys to go ahead and comment down in the comments below. Who do you want me to pick up on my team for free safety? He's the lowest overall position I have on my team, Eric Reed. He's only a 78 overall. He's the weakest spot on my team. I mean, he's not a bad player. Don't get me wrong with that. I just want to start upgrading those types of positions on my team because I want to start getting up there, get some good overall players on my team. So any suggestions, put them down in the comments below for a free safety. Hopefully he's not too crazy expensive, and maybe in the next episode, I will go ahead and pick him up for my team. Maybe we'll have him in time for the playoffs. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode of Ultimate Team. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to go ahead and let me know by leaving a like rating. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.